Better than wild about Harry. Prince Harry will shortly be on his way to Perth after starring in Sydney's, I can't say it.
Spectacular.
I was going to say, thank you, Fleet Review. His weekend-long visit was his first as the Queen's official representative and is tipped to be the shortest royal visit to Australia ever.
Sunrise reporter Gabrielle Boyle joins us now from outside the hotel where Harry has been staying. Gabby, everyone seems a little bit disappointed that he didn't go out last night and get on the town.
He didn't get on the town, did he? He was really very well behaved. Perhaps this is the reason. Check these guys out, the police escort that are here to look after Harry. Turn around, guys, show us your uniforms. How handsome do they look this morning? All decked out, ready to take the Prince back to the airport. Look at the leggings. Or they tell me, what are they? Jodhpurs, aren't they? Jodhpurs. Jodhpurs, got to get that right,
leggings.
Guys. So, around an hour's time, they are heading back to the airport. They'll whiz the Prince through the city. He'll jump on a plane. He's headed for Perth, and then we're told he's off to Dubai. He has an engagement there with his children's charity, an African children's charity. It's been quite a spectacular weekend here in Sydney for Harry. Of course, he was down on the harbour yesterday to review the fleet for the International Fleet Review. Over 1 million people turned out on the harbour to take in the spectacle. A beautiful day, clear blue skies, perfect conditions, about 27 degrees. And of course, that afternoon he headed along to Kirribilli for an afternoon reception. Among the people he met, of course, the Prime Minister and the Prime Minister's daughters, 20-year-old Bridget and 22-year-old Frances. And later on in the evening, of course, he took in that wonderful fireworks display. What an impressive way to check out Sydney, guys.
The way we've been reporting the meeting between the PM and the Premier's wife and the daughters, I mean, there's an implicit hope here that Harry was going to, start dating one of the Abbott girls. That hasn't panned out so far, Gabby.
Well, he's meant to be the party prince, but he was perhaps one of the most well-behaved men in Sydney last night. He certainly didn't slip up at all. Plenty of people down here at the Shangri-La this morning. Take a look at this. Turning out to see if they can spot a glimpse of the Prince. They've got their cameras in hand, their iPads in hand, ready to take a photo as well. Yeah, look, it's not the reputation that he has set for himself in the past, but perhaps he's stepping it up. He's getting a bit older now, heading towards 30, and of course he was here representing the Queen, so you would imagine that would put a little bit of pressure on a young man to really act the part.
Do we know what time he's due to head off, Gabby, this morning?
Oh, look, the police are pretty cagey about telling me exact details, but I think the next hour or so, they've got the motorbikes ready, they've got the cavalry ready, everything's in place, ready to roll out through the city. They've got a green light corridor in place, which basically means he gets a green light straight here from the Shangri-La right through to the airport. There's no stopping this young man on his escort to the airport this morning, guys.
Gabby, I mean, I think the police are sending you mixed messages there. They're being coy with the details, and yet they're swanning around in white jodhpurs and ceremonial jackets. Oh, hard to know how to read it all, isn't it? But I think you're doing a terrific job inspecting the fleet.
Let's take a look. They're all smiles. They're all smiles, but would you want to take these boys on, honestly?
They're not on their bikes, especially.
They're nice when they want to be and not so nice.
Sure.
Isn't it a shame they're not dressed like this when they pull you over for a breathalyser? They look pretty spiffy.
You can ask to borrow the pants. Thank you very much, Gabby. Appreciate that while you're there on Harry Watch, and I'm sure we're going to be checking back in with her throughout the morning.
I don't know if I want a burly man in jodhpurs asking me to blow into this. Do you?
No.
Definitely not.
I would find that quite off-putting.
It's anxious enough as it is being pulled over.
I think so. It would make you very nervous.
Wouldn't